The key to my success, without a shadow of a doubt, is my morning routine. It sets me up for success. It gives me the energy that I need for the day ahead. It enables me to get the clarity in my mind and to really perform at an absolute optimum. And look, I'll just share with you just quickly my personal routine. I get up extremely early. It's becoming earlier and earlier at the moment, but I'm finding that I'm typically up somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning. So it's incredibly early. It's certainly dark at that time of the morning, and as it gets colder, it might get harder to do that. But I find that if I can get up at that time, it enables me to have so much flexibility in the morning, to have an incredible morning routine, get a lot done, and really, really set myself up for the day ahead. So up really early, first in the morning, and I will pretty much will head downstairs, take care of my dogs, and straight away I'm doing some form of exercise. And I do rebounding at the moment. I love the rebounder. I have my rebounder set up so I can look out to the river in the morning, and then as the morning light comes up, it's just the most peaceful time of the morning. And so I'll do at least half an hour to an hour on the rebounder. I'm also doing a little bit of breathing exercises while that's happening, but that's sort of a little bit sort of optional, because I'll then move towards a period of time after I've done my exercise to do a little bit of meditation, probably for about 20 minutes. Again, I like to personally just clarify my points, my mind for the day, my gratitude for my life, and I'm really sort of not setting my agenda for the day. That comes much later in the morning, but I'm really focused on, just being really mindful, very present. And I'm lucky I'm able to do this, in an outdoors setting, sometimes undercover if it's raining, but, I'm usually down towards the water. So living on the river is just a fantastic opportunity for me, and it brings me that just connection with nature. So that's probably the first little bit of the morning. I'm usually having a little bit of water at that stage of the day. I don't typically eat till about midday. Most days I'm sort of doing intermittent fasting, so just a little bit of water at that time. I might have a coffee, but I try and not have too many coffees because that tends to unbalance my personal sleep in the evenings. Once that's done, I'm out to walk my dogs, and the dogs love that, and that's a little bit of me time with the animals and connecting with the animals. And I try and be really present during that walk. So it's not a really great walk, it's not an exercise walk, and eventually I'd love to be able to sort of do the dogs and then go and do my own 1 hour walk. But at the moment I have a lot of work on the plate, so I do actually at that point head upstairs, have my shower. I'm doing cold showers in the morning. No such thing as a hot shower for me in the morning. That really sort of is the equivalent for me of cold plunging at the moment. So we have really cold water in our household, so that's absolutely perfect for me. 10 minutes at least under the cold shower. If I was going to do my hair, I'd have heat for the hair, but then I'd go to cold, and that contrast between hot and cold is absolutely fabulous. Then I will be, sort of working my way into the office. And, by that stage, it's usually about 6 a.m. So, imagine coming into your office at 6 a.m. 6 to 9, I'm able to just be an absolute powerhouse. So this morning I'm doing videos, I'm setting my agenda for the day. I'm setting my goals for the week. I do a lot of writing into a journal. So there's a whole heap of exercises I do where I'm putting my thoughts down on paper. I constantly, am writing down thoughts around gratitude. And so I have a gratitude journal. I have my goals, my big picture goals, my fantasies, all those kind of things. I tend to write those activities down, because I find that, the memory and the written pen and the putting it into the paper, then being able to go back and read your notes several months later, it's just amazing how the magic all happens because of that sort of formal exercise. Really important also throughout the day to keep the movement up. So I now have a system where when I have a meeting, and my meetings are usually about 20 minutes, laser sharp meetings, meetings, I get up for 10 minutes and in between the meetings, and I'm actually moving around. So I'm walking, I might be doing a little bit of a light rebound, obviously just sort of maybe resetting with the waters and things like that, but I'm moving around as much as possible. And I'm finding that getting up and away from the computer really helps with my mind and my clarity throughout the day and my energy levels. And typically I will also be sort of eating clean through the day. So, if anything, I might just have a few berries in the lead up to 12 o'clock. And then 12 o'clock for me is typically my main meal of the day. I don't like to eat dinner at the moment, so I'll have, maybe a late lunch and some sort of protein-based meal. A really satisfying meal, because that's going to, be the main meal for the day. And, I've just found that routine, that really simple routine, but I've found what's worked for me. And that's the key. You've got to find something that works for you. Now, obviously, different households, different sets of complexities and problems and children and animals and, et cetera, et cetera. But the key for me is to have that peace in the morning. Peace of mind, peace of thought, not hectic, not, sort of running around like a headless chook, rushing to get to work. I try and avoid anything like that could unbalance me. And I'm very careful not to enter into too many dialogues with family members in the morning, because I don't want to have an argument in the morning. I just want to be really quiet and peaceful and very in control of my mind, my thoughts. And that, for me personally, sets the energy levels for the rest of the day. So think about your morning routine. How can you set yourself up for success? Crack the code, find the hidden combination of activities that's going to set you up for the day, and consider waking up super early. That for me has been a game changer, to have that extra time in the morning to really turn these hours into some of the most productive hours of my day.